up this one area isn't going to just affect the way that this area feels. It'll have a flow-on effect and all these cascading positive repercussions, positive reinforcements in your body's movement and the way it feels.
Yep. So what I'm doing here, if you can put that in, I've been going along this line through here and I'm working down towards the coccyx. G'day guys, Ninja here. I've got Das, my magnificent model.
Magnificent model, I'll take that.
Yeah, he's bloody magnificent. Look at him. We're going to do some sacrum work.
Yeah.
And SIJ, so sacroiliac joint. And guess what I've got? A model. Oh,
Two.
So model, we've got two models. So this is what it would look like if we didn't have skin on this bloke and no muscles. So we're pretty close to it, but he's got lots of muscles and he's pretty skinny. But anyway, you can just sort of see this bone here is the sacrum. That's the coccyx just down there, and this is your pelvis. So this is called the sacroiliac joint. So you can see how the sacrum is in there, but it kind of overlaps by the sacrum. Okay, so this needs a little bit of movement so that the spine up here can move around and do all its things, but you can kind of see the nerves coming out through here as well. But what we freak out here about is how deep this is. Can you just see how deep that is in there, Leo? So just deep it is. It's got these many layers of muscles that go up into the back. You can kind of see from the muscle chart here, it's all white here and all kind of starts down here at the coccyx level and all over the sacrum around the pelvis, and then all goes up. But it's deep, it's really deep. So when we're pushing on the...
Sorry for interrupting your video, guys, but I want to talk to you about the MMT Online Academy. So you might have been looking at Ninja and I doing our stuff for a long time now thinking, how good would it be to work at MMT? But you might be overseas. This is your chance to get exclusive content updates from us every single day to make you a better practitioner, more new customers, better results, and skyrocket your income. So if you want to be on the inner sanctum, get into the Academy. All you got to do is dedicate 5 minutes a day to making yourself better, and it's just $28 per month. How good's that? $7 a week. Let's go!
On the sacrum here, it's really thick rubber. When you look at the anatomy of it, it's just really thick, dense tissue down here. It needs to be really strong so it can bear lots of loads throughout a lifetime, and lots of pressure and tension, and keeps us upright. So you need to be able to push right into this and hold it. So a lot of massage schools and physical therapy schools, whatever you're going to, they don't actually teach you how to work on the sacrum. They actually tell you to avoid it. And kind of by pushing into it, there's an intuitive knowing that it's the right thing to do, that you need some release on these areas because the nerves under there are really bound up, jacked up. They can't flow down through the body. The connective tissue itself is really stuck and stagnant and hard. It needs to be hydrated and be flexible to a point so that movement can occur. We need flow in this area so that it can be healthy. So stuck tissue is unhealthy tissue, and it is also dysfunctional tissue. It needs to have that bit of flex so it can squish, but it needs to be able to stretch as well, those little bits, so we can move. We're not made out of steel like a car or something like that. So we
Or a
need
robot or a machine.
So we need to kind of get our own body functional and healthy, don't we? And this is the way to do it. We've got to hold things. So you can just see how I'm just holding this. So it's a very big distinction that we have with our work. We pin and hold things, so it gives the tissue time to melt. If it's really thick tissue like we were describing, you see, just by rubbing it, it's just like riding in the water. It's not going to put that imprint in. It's not going to give that tissue time to melt and change. So it's a massive difference. And when you're feeling this kind of work,
it's so good, man.
there is a knowing. You know that it's good for you. So just me pushing down and into that spine of that sacrum, that's where all the stuff can get stuck and stagnant, and that's where the rot starts. The origin is the origin. What is it? The attachment is the source of suffering. That kind of stuff. If you remember those kind of things, we can go to the source of the pain. So what I'm doing here, I'm really trying to work on that sacrum and mobilize as well. So what I can do is I can angle out
Oh, yeah.
to Das like that. So I can
cool.
angle right into that pelvis where that's overlapping the sacrum, and I can mobilize it. So I want to melt that tissue that is in that area as well, but I can actively push it down
Yep.
like that. You can probably feel how good that would
Yeah,
feel.
it feels-
You can see how good that would feel.
Yeah, they can see it. They can't feel it. I can feel it. I can
Yeah,
describe
the mirror
it.
neurons will be firing.
Oh, it's bloody
Yep.
good, man.
Yeah.
Just feels like you're taking pressure off my back.
Yeah.
Like if my back was feeling compressed or jammed, just feels like it's opening up. And yeah, you're not even touching my lower back. It's the sacrum and the ilium. But yeah, it just feels like, I don't know, my QLs are starting to relax a little bit. Those muscles just off my lower back there and underneath my ribs. They
Yeah.
feel like they're just, I don't know, they felt a little bit spasmy or a little bit tight in there. They're just starting to feel, relaxed and soft and supple. It feels good.
Yep. A lot of times people report to you that they can, say if you're working on this side, they can feel it's all kind of pulling over. It's like it's sort of all, it should be able to segment and things, but when you're pushing on one side, all the other side if it gets all pulled up, and if that can't move a little bit in here, that'll give you stress and pain on the other side. So kind of all these different things, information, intel that you can use. And another big mistake people make is when they're working here is coming out quickly.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of times if you just come out, you're deep in there and then you just kind of come out really quickly, there's this recoil effect and that kind of just really agitates the body because it comes out quickly and it can, agitate nerves and can actually kind of give you a bit of a shock and put you into a bit of a spasm, a bit of a protection mode. Yeah. So we don't want that. Yeah. We don't want them to kind of do all this good work and then just like that reverse it because we've made them go into protection mode.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come out slowly.
I think that when you are treating someone and they've got pain that's representing on the other side, I think it really highlights how dysfunctional that person or how tight or how jammed that area is. I think the healthier you are, the more you should feel it just in that area. Mm-hmm. But if you've got dysfunctions and blockages and you're really tense and tight down there, then you're going to have pain that's associated in the other side and things like that. That's probably my understanding.
Yeah. So you can just pull this down a little bit. So we can kind of go and work on that sacrum and right into these spots. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't need that much pressure to elicit these therapeutic sensations. So we can kind of go right into these spots. So you can kind of tell when you're working it that you're actually on that connective tissue, real thick connective tissue, and there's layer after layer of thin muscle that kind of goes into different spots up in your back as well. So you want to try to work right down into those, in towards the bottom of that fascia and connect in with that sacrum itself and then free up those nerves that are in there. We can do a line, along the spine. So my thumb is connecting with the spine of that sacrum.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Like that. So that just feels so therapeutic, And it scratches the itch that hasn't been scratched. Because they say, no, we cannot work on this. It is dangerous. But it's bullshit. Yeah. Bullshit.
Oh.
It's not dangerous if you kind of go slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And man, you find that treating the lower back or treating the sacrum can be the origin of a whole heap of dysfunctions around the pelvis, people that have osteitis pubis or groin pain or hip pain or
sciatica.
Yeah. This is your go-to, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are just so blocked, and as you said, there is a lot of force through here. The fascia is really thick. And on a lot of people, the tissues aren't hydrated. They've become really sticky and solidified.
Yeah.
Oh, so just freeing up this one area isn't going to just affect the way that this area feels. It'll have a flow-on effect and all these cascading positive repercussions, positive reinforcements in your body's movement and the way it feels.
Yep.
Oh,
So what I'm doing here, if you can put that in, I've been going along this line through here, and I'm working down towards the coccyx. Now what I want to do, I want to work around here. Okay, so I can come out here. I can push in. Feel for bony landmarks like that in there. Just relax. I can just feel that where the side of that pelvis there, pushing into here, and I want to clean in there. So and then you just sort of use the borders of the bones as a guide rail.
Yep.
So you can kind of work in there and really, get into these stuck spots.
Feels like you're opening up space.
Yep.
Feels like it's mobilizing it.
Yep. Yeah, so it can be a little bit of mobilization as well, a little bit of bounce, but it's mostly that consistent, pressure, that consistent connection that we want to clear out these spots in there,
Oh,
like that. Really getting in there and clearing it through. So we saw all the nerves, they're coming out through these little holes in the sacrum as well. So we can kind of do some work to clear those spaces that might have gunked up. It's kind of like a filter. A filter can gunk up over time. The old body gunks up over time too, If we kind of don't move enough, we've got an injury or something like that, we can protect. It can fill up with scar tissue. So the remedy can be, not just movement, but manual therapy. A lot of times things are too painful to move because of the over-scarring or the particular injury. So manual therapy can be the thing that initiates the healing to occur when it's been a bit of a stalemate. And then, get it done. We say clean first, build second, live free. So we kind of always check things out with our hands-on approach, our elbows, our pisiforms first, and then we'll start to explore movement. And we want movement to occur more freely, without the pain, without restrictions. So that's why we kind of want the body work to be done first. Then we can have more of a pure biomechanical patterns that we're trying to imprint into the body, get back to pure again. So I'm just following that right along.
It's bloody good, man.
Yeah, feel good?
Yeah, it feels good, man.
Yeah. So that's it.
Oh, yeah, there's good stuff in there. It's like glute attachments and tendons that you're affecting along there as well.
Yep.
Oh.
So these are the spots that don't get worked, but should get worked.
Yeah.
So nice and slow is the way to be effective, and your life will be different. You can live free.
Yeah, there's not many practitioners out there that are treating like this, so
Yeah.
if this resonates with you, do take the leap. Come and see one of our practitioners. Give it a go.
Yeah.
Well worth it.
Yeah, come and do some training with us.
Come and do some training with us. Learn it. Learn how to be the go-to practitioner. Wow.
Yeah, you can see good line in there.
That's sync out, man. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Feels good.
Sacrum, sacroiliac joint. That's how to work it. That's how to fix it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure you head to our Patreon for more exclusive content. Like and subscribe. Comment below what you thought of the video, and maybe you'll see Ninja and I on another one soon.
Yeah. Done.